Boom.
This is a production of Darn TV.
Back at the Magic City Car and Trade Show, we've given away a Sport Compact. The line behind us is for Donnie Schott's autographs.
Yeah.
Holy moly! Donnie Schatz is right behind us. That's the line for autographs. Everybody's getting a chance to talk to Donnie. Layla and Amelia are both back there as well after a 2-hour interview with them this morning.
That's kind of crazy.
My guest right now is Racelyn Rudland, and then you're going to see my daughter come back and forth because she's watching the basketball game on her computer and she needs somewhere to set it. She's not going to join us, but she's just going to be in and out. So Racelyn Rudland, year 2. Last year you got your feet kind of wet in the Legend.
Yeah.
Was it a little overwhelming? Was it what you thought it was, or what did you think?
It was really overwhelming. It was a lot different than I thought it would be. I stayed pretty humble, but it humbled me really a lot, and I wasn't expecting that. But we got a little better as the year went on, and I hope to do a lot better this year.
What's the plan for year 2? Are you guys going to go to Underwood?
Underwood full-time, Mandan full-time, Minot for the 3 nights we race. We might try Dickinson, might try Jamestown, so a lot more racing this year.
Maybe a little traveling, huh?
Yeah.
A little traveling. That's a big schedule. I mean, even just Underwood and Mandan's a big schedule because that sometimes can be back-to-back nights, a Thursday night, a Friday night. Is your dad prepared for that? Are you prepared for that?
I think so. I think I am. I think I'm ready to just go out there.
Have you done any work in the off season? You jump on your dad's iRacing computer?
I did a little bit. I just didn't take my foot off the gas in that because I know I'm not going to wreck anything. So.
Yeah, but you got to go on there and treat it just like a real race. That's what I do to Max. That's what I make him do. We go on there and I say your goal is to not hit a car. I don't care where you finish, but your goal is to not wreck and not hit a car.
Yeah.
And we start with the basics. And then as we go, he can do a little bit more and more and more. But it's a helpful tool to get you kind of used to some of the feelings that you can't feel it in your butt. That's what all of us racers, we need to feel the car. Yeah. But it gets you the idea of being around other cars and things like that.
Yeah, I need some help with lining up and stuff like that because I just don't know how far I can go up before I hit something.
Right, and that'll all come with time.
Yeah.
It's just you're still learning. You're still understanding. You're 12?
Yeah. I'll be 13 in June.
At 12 years old, I was not racing.
Yeah.
Your dad was not racing at 12. A lot of kids aren't racing.
Yeah.
I had Carver and Slade and Pfeiffer on last night. They're 14. Yeah. They're jumping into one of them.
Yeah. That's what I want when I turn 14.
When I point at one of them, right over here is Taylor Stenvold's Razor Chassis Sport Mod. Beautiful race car.
It looks really good.
Beautiful race car coming out of the Stenvold camp. It's everybody wants to move up and do things, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Get your feet wet.
Yep.
Get a little faster. Yeah. Goal every night is to have faster lap times than the previous night.
Yeah.
Simple goals.
Yeah, and kind of just to feel better and be like, okay. Like you kind of just want to improve something better than the last night you raced.
Right. Yep. Improvement is big.
Yeah.
And then going to other racetracks is going to be a little different.
You're
going to have to shift into some higher gears maybe.
I pretty much stayed in 3rd, but there was a couple times where I tried 4th, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it goes pretty fast, don't it?
And then one time I accidentally got it into 5. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know there was a gear. I didn't think it went back anymore.
And then it went to another one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, them Legends are fun. I've only raced one a few times, but there's a lot of power underneath them. There's a lot of control. The steering is twitchy.
Yeah. And when you hit something, it's it's hard.
Did your dad have you out driving the pickup or anything, getting used to steering? No?
I went for it. I mean, I drove golf carts and four-wheelers and side-by-sides forever.
What's the score? 1914. Yukon? National championship game for girls basketball. So.
Yeah.
And one thing Peyton and I do is we kind of watch basketball together, some of that stuff. So she's kind of missing out, or she was like, "You're really going to do an interview now?" And I said, "It's Racelyn." Well, it kind of saved me from who I had here before. So it's all good. Your dad's race director again.
Yep.
You'll be hanging out.
Yep.
The biggest thing I want to go into is DD North.
Yes.
Which I was told is not called Demon Decals.
It is not Demon Decals. Adam gets so mad about that. It's DD North.
DD North. But you can understand some of our assumptions.
Yeah.
Because, but you have been doing the overlay on some of these wraps and stuff. Have you been doing quite a few of them? Or?
I did Brody's, I did Dirk's, I did part of Brock's. Those were the main 3 I did. I've helped with a couple, but they're really fun to do. They're kind of challenging sometimes, and they're I learned really fast how to do them, and then Adam just prints it and cuts it and stuff, and then I'm by myself.
Is that something maybe you look at as a future?
Yeah, I probably could maybe do that. I also kind of want to get into welding maybe when I get older. So Adam tried teaching me how to weld too, because I was helping at the shop, and he was like, "Here, take this welder and weld this piece of metal together." I'm like, "Oh." It did not go very well.
There he is there. She was looking for you, but she couldn't find you, but she knew you weren't out smoking because you quit. But learning how to do that stuff is good for later in life. I mean, have you helped install a wrap yet? Have you helped put one on?
I have. I kind of helped with Tyson Grinstead's. I kind of learned how it works, and I kind of watched, and I did a little bit of it, and it's a lot different than doing the overlay stuff, but I could probably get into that.
Because the overlay is kind of on a table like this.
Yeah, so
and you have to center it.
Yeah, it's basically, so the wrap Adam printed is on the table, and then you basically get it looks like plain, but there's little lines cut, and you have to peel it off and weed it out, and then you bring it over to like a sticker machine.
Which weeding out is a tough process, a tedious process.
And you have to make sure you don't weed the wrong thing out. And then you have to bring it over to this thing, and you pull, it's like a plastic, and then it makes it into a sticker. And then you want to cut those out to, sometimes like if they're letters and they're spread out, I'll just do one letter at a time to make it easier. And then you just peel it off of the backing paper, and then you have to go and push it down, and it's like a whole process.
And what she's talking about is the bright colors that we see on these race cars.
Yep.
That's all called overlay.
Like
the printer prints the basic wrap.
Yeah.
And then like the sparklies that are in Taylor Stenvos, and then the bright orange. Them are both overlays. So they had to do 2 sets of overlays on that.
Yeah, there was a couple cars where Adam had to do like 2. I think there was one with 3 maybe, but
Holy moly.
And like now Adam has like glittery colors, so those are also another thing that have to be overlaid. So like even on my car, the bright pink is the overlays, so and
that's all done upstairs at Tough Trucks.
Yeah, so at Tough Trucks, there's 3 businesses in that one roof. So there's DD North, Tough Trucks, and Dynamic Auto.
And so Adam is no short of time or anything going on.
He's always so busy, and he's always wrapping cars after work. So
I think you need to keep with the wrapping thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a definite need for it in Minot. There's a bunch of race cars. They all need stickers. They all need wraps. And keep going with it, because Adam might one day just say, you just run it.
Yeah.
So that way you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because you're smart. I bet you're smarter with computers than he is.
He has that computer stuff like in
he's
his
getting
arms. It? Yeah, he has that going pretty well. I don't understand that. But, I'm like, ooh.
But maybe one day, maybe you jump on a computer and start doing some designing.
Yeah. I feel like he would just have to show me how to do it. Like, he has a notebook full of notes about how to do it all, and I'm like, I don't know how you. And his handwriting, like, I can't read it. I'm like, oh, okay.
I tried my hand in it. Max's car a couple of years ago, the hobby stock. I designed that had a lot of help from Tyler Hagan on
Yeah.
how to work Photoshop, but we kind of designed that.
Yeah.
And it was tough.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a program. Adam hopefully has a program at some point in time.
Yeah.
So my watch was giving. Look at that.
Whoa.
It's not my watch. Somebody has a light or something.
Yeah.
Creepy. Yeah. So you got a big summer planned.
Yeah.
Still going to help Adam. Going to do some racing. Run around with Dad.
Yeah. We're not going to go to Williston anymore because he don't work there anymore.
So no more Williston. They don't
Yeah.
race Legends anyway, so you guys wouldn't have a need to go over there. So
Yeah.
so that opens up some weekends that maybe you guys can go somewhere else.
Yeah. I hope, I kind of want to do the whole Legend tour, but I don't know. That's a lot of driving, so. And
So when they leave on that Thursday night, so we run Tuesday, Wednesday, Underwood, Dickinson.
Yep.
On that Thursday, they go all the way to Lisbon.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to do the whole tour, but I bet we'll do a lot of it.
They do Lisbon, Mandan, Jamestown.
Yeah. I want to go Minot, Underwood, Mandan, maybe Jamestown, maybe Dickinson. So.
Dickinson's a fun little joint.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from everybody.
So, but I heard a rumor that maybe your dad's going to actually buy a license and do some racing.
Yeah, that's
That's
an
the rumor,
Underwood project.
the rumor tree that was dropping
Yeah.
leaves the other day, and I heard one.
Yeah, so Adam.
Are you going to break it?
Should I break it? Okay, well, Adam got a B&B, so that's his, and then Adam got a new Charger too, so my dad's going to race that in Underwood full time, so he has to get a license for that. So.
That's fun.
Yeah, so there will be 2 Rudlands racing in Underwood full time.
Lookout World.
Yeah. Whoosh.
Whoosh. No more trophy class.
No. He's done with that. I told him.
You told him no more. So you're
No
the
more.
boss.
I'm the boss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my boss is sitting right over there, standing right over there. I understand how it works, Bruce.
Yeah.
We're just along for the ride and to pay the bills.
Yeah. I just got a new suit and shoes and gloves. So.
Yesterday? Over here?
Today.
Oh, today?
I had to convince him yesterday and today, and then he finally caved. He also got a suit, though, so.
Oh. Well, I brought enough money today to buy me a helmet. I wanted the new helmet.
I got a new helmet during the tour last year. They're actually really nice.
I wanted the new helmet. I brought enough money for a helmet.
Yeah.
And then Trevor wins the car.
Yeah.
And I spend my helmet money plus more on Wyatt getting him helmet, shoes, suit, the whole ball of wax.
Yeah. Yeah, I got everything except for a helmet because I just got a new one, so. Maybe I'll wash it. Like I washed my car finally.
You washed your car to put it in here?
Yes.
Did you wash it at all last year while you were racing? Oh.
It wasn't that dirty.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Part of it is just showing your car owner, your dad, that you want to wash it, keep it clean, because that's the biggest part of this racing stuff. Keep your car nice, keep it clean.
Yeah, well, when I put some dents in it, it won't be that nice.
Yeah, but you don't worry about dents, you worry about mud.
Well, it'll buff.
It'll buff. I haven't heard that term in about 5 years. Is that still a slang for you younger generation? It'll buff?
Know. I always say that. It'll buff.
It'll buff.
But yeah, I want to get a sport mod when I turn 14.
There's wants in this world, and then there's what Dad'll get you in this world.
Yeah, I know, but hopefully.
Max wants all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's just how kids work.
Yes.
That's how kids work. They always want something. Especially at a place like this when you've been raised around it your whole life.
What would you say if Peyton told you she was going to move out of my house and with her boyfriend?
Ooh.
That's breaking news as well. I just found out today.
Oh. Well, okay. I guess she is an adult now.
She's 19.
Yeah. So I guess that's kind of acceptable, but it's also kind of like
it's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary. I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I kind of want a big house. I want like a big
You better
shop
learn how to
house.
do wraps, and you better learn how to do all this stuff to pay for your big house.
I know.
And your sport mod.
Oh, yeah. But I want a late model when I'm really old.
Then you want a late model. There's no small dreams for you, is there?
No, I'm big and bold. Like.
Well, you got to get a pit crew, like Layla and Amelia.
I'll just get Carver to do my pit stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, Carver can do it all.
I had Carver on here last night. We got on the subject of boyfriend, girlfriend. These two would not tell me what's going on in their life.
Oh, yeah, Carver, yeah. Yeah.
The rumors, the rumor tree, that other one fell off, and I kind of heard that too.
Yeah, that one's true too.
Well, people at home don't know what you're talking about, and we're just going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything going good in school?
Yeah.
Are you a straight
all
A
A's,
student? Straight
all
A
A's.
student?
Not on my tests though, but that's okay.
But your grades are A's.
Yep, that's all that matters.
Do you take pride in your schoolwork? You want to have everything done?
I mean, I don't want to go to school, but I do it anyway.
Well, but see, like, the reason why I say that is because Peyton, she's my school girl. She doesn't want to have any assignments not turned in. She wants to have everything done.
That's how I am.
She wants to almost, in essence, kind of be the teacher's pet in a sense.
I don't want to be
she
a
does
teacher's
not.
pet.
Well, she doesn't want the teacher to have any reason to yell at her. You know, so she just gets it done.
Yeah.
Max, on the other hand, he will not do something until the teacher calls him out in the middle of class and says, "Max, be here. I need this done from you."
Yeah,
and then he'll finally do it.
And that's how I am. I always kind of want to just get it done. I mean, I guess I'm only in 7th grade, but I don't know. 7th grade is, I guess, people always say it's harder than 8th grade. So it's like they say that it's the most important year of middle school. Because
you're at the edge of getting ready to go to high school.
Yeah. And it's something else. I don't know. Middle school is just something else.
And school was different when I was younger, because when I was younger, I went 1 grade K through 6 at my elementary.
Yeah.
And then I went straight to 7th grade at my high school, because I went to Bishop Bryant.
Yeah.
So I went straight. I didn't have that middle school. I went straight from 6th grade to 7th grade. That's why they say, it used to be like that everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's why they say that 7th grade year is so important because it's your first year out of your elementary.
Yeah. 7th grade, I don't know. It's just one of the hardest years. I think. And I thought last year was hard when I was in 6th grade, but I'm like, oh, no, it's not. But, yeah. I think I'm a pretty good kid in school.
Well, if you don't get in trouble, everything's good then.
I almost got into a fight, but that's okay. My dad said he would take the call. Not my mom wouldn't.
Just give him Dad's number, not Mom's.
Yeah. Do you want my dad's number?
I don't want to be on the other end of the phone from your dad.
Yeah.
When I call and say, yeah, your daughter's been in a fight, the other girl looks like this, and
your daughter
Racelyn looks fine.
Yeah. Oh. I'll be
what
there.
the heck did she say to her? I don't know, sir. Just come get your daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, everybody come down, check out Racelyn's car.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a voting box, but just come see it.
Well, you're the only legend here, ain't you?
Yeah.
So you won.
Yeah, I did win. I won last year, too.
Yeah.
I was the only car here last year, too.
That works.
So someone else bring their legend. I want to compete with someone.
There was a few more legends maybe popping up in Minot, but the shortened schedule now in Minot maybe kind of...
Yeah, I haven't heard of any new legend drivers.
Well, there's Folden. What am I'm trying to...
Shaden Folden.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, he raced last year.
Right, but he should maybe have his car here. He should have maybe
He was
got it ready.
here, and I asked him, and he's like, my car's not done.
Oh. It happens. It happens.
My car's not done either.
If practice actually goes off next Sunday,
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of people scrambling in the next week to get their car
I just
done.
have an oil change. That's it.
Oil change. I got to bleed the brakes on Max's and do some plastic work, and we're ready.
Yeah. But I hope
Hopefully you're putting the overlays over his stickers here this week.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be at school, but I do a little bit after that. But hopefully this year goes a lot better. I hope my goal for the end of the year is to not get lapped at all.
That's a realistic goal.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
And so that's in a feature. It's in a feature, but in the middle of the year, I don't want to get lapped in a heat race at all.
Yeah.
And I feel like
you should get there.
I think I can do it. I just have to press on it a little bit.
Yeah. Shift it to 4th gear.
Yeah. There was a couple of times last year I probably could have, but I just didn't want to shift back down.
Right.
Like on the straightaway, there was some times where I could go into 4th for a little bit, but then in the corners, it's whatever.
It'll be a work in progress.
Yeah. It's going to be a work in progress for a while.
But every racer is. None of us started out fast. The two girls that are behind us, they're standing up behind us. They didn't start out fast.
Yeah.
Amelia said she pissed off every driver that she raced against her first year.
Yeah, I bet I did too.
She had to get bodyguard protection.
Oh, wow.
From the other drivers.
Oh, wow.
So
I don't think mine went that far, but I know some people didn't like me.
it's okay. Yeah, show goes till 6 today. You still have 3 hours to come on down to the show. Check out the cars. Donnie Schatz will be here for about another 10 minutes or so. I think he ends at 3. So if you want an autograph or whatever, Cole Handshoe's always here giving out autographs.
I don't know if anybody wants Cole's signature.
Probably not.
But you can get mine.
Only on a check when he pays
Exactly.
somebody. Yeah.
You can get mine.
Racelyn's autograph.
I don't have pictures or anything, but I have stickers. We should have brought them.
Yeah, stickers work.
But I don't have them.
Hall of Fame booth. If you need any parts.
Yeah, go get some suits.
Suits,
if you
helmets.
Need a new suit.
Trackside is here with...
they have some cool shoes, too.
Yeah.
They look like Vans. Go get them.
They are cool.
Yeah, I got
looked
those.
At them over there.
I got them.
Them are cool.
And they have pink gloves, so go get some pink gloves.
So, till 6 today. I'm guessing things might kind of wrap up early, but who knows? But 6 o'clock today is when the show ends.
Yeah.
The RC mini racers are over here.
I asked Ben to drive one of those. Like I was like, I want to do that, and he's like, we'll have to find you a NASCAR one.
Yeah.
Like they look so fun. And Ben's like, have you seen Ben's orange one?
Yeah.
That one's so fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, oof, duh. Some of those are really expensive though. Like some of them take gas.
Not these ones.
Well, yeah, but I've seen some that take gas.
Yep. Yeah, so the RC mini racers are over here. They're doing their thing and all kinds of stuff. Hall of Fame, 80s and 90s is what they're promoting this weekend.
Yeah, Jordan's old suit's over there.
Yeah, there's a mannequin with Jordan's suit and helmet over there.
It looks pretty cool. And then there's like an old jacket.
Yep. Old Hoosier jacket.
Yeah.
And another mannequin with an old suit on it. Yeah, the Hall of Fame people, Taylor and Katie and everybody, they do an excellent job setting up the Hall of Fame stuff and keeping the history and the memories of the Nodak Speedway going for years to come.
Yeah. My dad said he's going to retire at the 75th, and I told him no. I was like, I don't think you should.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard they have some pretty cool things planned for the 75th.
Heard about that too.
I think that's 2027, right?
I think so, yeah. Well, my dad said he was going to retire after he worked as the race director for 10 years. I was like, you're never going to quit. You're always going to find your way back. Because, like, remember, he was the flagman, and then he quit for a little bit, and then he got that job.
Yep.
I'm like, you're not going to stay away from it.
Yep.
And he gets in for free.
It'd be like if I said I was going to quit.
Yeah. Like,
would anybody believe me?
No. Yeah, I was like...
We just don't have it in us. Just don't have it in us to quit, to walk away.
I'm like, Dad, and he's like...
Where we've all come from, because him and I started racing together at the same time.
Yeah. We were looking at the old yearbooks over there. I saw you and my dad, and then I saw Steven and Drew. I was like, oh my gosh.
We were all together, yep.
And then Josh, too.
Yep.
I was like, oof, duh.
Memories back then. Memories, I tell you. Yeah, so come on down to the show. I'm going to go to the restroom as soon as we're done here, and then I don't know if I'm going to have any more today. I might call this the last one. I don't know. We'll see how excited I get.
Last.
Save the best for last. This will be 3 years in a row I think I had you on here.
Yeah, because I'm always here.
What's the score? 33-22. Yukon? 33-22 Yukon, huh?
Yeah, this is our yearly thing.
Yeah.
Usually my dad's here, but he's not.
Well, he wasn't here for the beginning.
Yeah.
He could have jumped in, but...
Well, it's Bruce.
Yeah, he sat over there kind of half asleep or whatever he was doing.
You never know with him.
Oh, Adam's here. Maybe I'll have Adam come on.
Adam's here?
I couldn't get anybody else to come interview, so maybe I got to throw you on here again.
Oh, well, I guess.
After a bit. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was going to see if they wanted me to announce so that they didn't have to.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be around.
So come on down till 6 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
We'll be here. All kinds of good stuff. A lot of racers standing around. If you want to see what the racers look like, rather than in their race suits and in their helmet and in the car, they're down here. There's probably 30, 40 racers down here right now. So come on down. We'll be back after a little while, maybe, with another interview. We'll see who I can pull out of the crowd here to come talk. So thanks for joining me. Racelyn Rudland here. Brandon Beater. We'll be back a little bit later.